Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Samantha Wolf, and I'll be your trainer for today. For the next 5 minutes, we'll be talking about establishing training for frying fish, my 3 learning objectives, the types of learning, and asking questions at the end of the frying fish lesson. Okay, my established time training for frying fish will take 30 minutes. It could take less time, but I like everything to be perfect when I'm doing something, but it won't be that perfect. I'm not saying perfect, but it does take some time to fry fish because you want to handle everything correctly and follow the instructions correctly for your fish to come out right anyway. Secondly, my 3 learning objectives. My first learning objective was upon completion of the frying fish lesson, everybody will learn how to use a 1 cup measuring cup, or you can use 3 for a measuring cup, but it has to be dry measuring to measure flour in. You know, it can be 100% accurate, it can be 50% accurate, but it's going to take 1 minute or less to use it. Second learning objective is, upon completion of the frying fish lesson, everybody will learn how to use a 3/4 liquid measuring cup, but the liquid measuring cup is measured 1 cup, or you're going to measure 3/4 of oil in there. And it can be perfect, and it can be imperfect or not, but you can get it 100% accurate when you're measuring the oil. Just having the liquid measuring cup setting on the counter to measure it correctly, and you have the correct measure. My last learning objective is completion of the frying fish lesson. Everybody will learn how to use 2 tablespoons dry measuring spoons to measure their seasoning in. You know, you can get it 100% accurate. You don't really have to use, the measuring spoons. You can, basically use your seasoning. You can season how much you want on there, but you can measure off what you season, because you don't need all that salt, pepper, all that stuff on there, because you can make it not taste right. Okay, next is I'm talking about my types of learning. My first type of learning is using the deep fryer or frying pan. When using the frying pan, it's wide open. It's like a regular pan with a handle on it. Everybody knows that. You're going to put the oil in it, but be cautious because some frying pans got the metal part on there with the metal thing at the end, and you can touch it and it can be hot while you're heating up your oil. So be cautious about that when you're using your frying pan. And secondly, I'm going to be using both of them when I do the presentation. And with the deep fryer, it's just like a round thing. You plug it up in the wall, and the maximum degree goes to 400. And we're going to turn up to 400 so the grease can heat up fast. But always be cautious, so don't touch the side of your hands with it, because you can burn your hands basically while it's heating up. So be cautious when using the deep fryer. Okay, my second topic of learning is food safety. Food safety, we don't want to cross-contaminate nothing. Like when you're breading the fish, make sure you wash your hands after you're done breading the fish. And then if you're handling a raw fish before that, make sure you wash your hands after handling raw fish. And then if you're using the knife to cut the raw fish, don't use the same knife you used to cut the raw fish with after you get done, frying the fish, and to cut the fish in half or something to share with somebody. Don't use stuff that touched raw food already on it. And with the cutting board like that, don't, the plate with the fish on or the cutting board, don't use the same plate with the raw fish been on. Don't put the cooked fish on that plate, because that's nasty and that's cross-contamination. Okay. Breading preparation, my third topic of learning. Bread preparation is fun. You get down cooking the fish, and you're preparing the fish and everything to get prepared to be breaded. And season your fish before you bread it. Basically, you're preparing the fish for the preparation. Okay, my fourth type of learning is the breading technique. Different breading techniques you can use. We're going to use flour, cornmeal, and we're going to also use the store-bought ready, seasoning for fish. And that's going to be fun. Like for flour and cornmeal, you might use egg or milk to make the fish, make the seasoning stick to it, make the flour, the cornmeal stick to the fish, because with the store-bought seasoning, it does stick to it. I don't know why, I don't really know why. Because with the chicken seasoning, they have chicken and ready seasoning, so you don't have to use flour. Now, I know for the chicken seasoning, you might need to use egg or milk because it don't stick on there. But the fish seasoning bought in the store, it sticks on there if you just whip the fish. But with flour and cornmeal, you have to use egg or milk or flour. Because I use egg or milk to use with flour and cornmeal because it will not stick. Just put water on there. If you want crispy fish, you want your fish to be perfect. If you like that, you want it to be on there. And that's that I'm showing you different ways how to use. And I will be having like a sandwich bag. You can shake up your piece of fish in the sandwich bag to bread the fish. And I also have like a plate. I use the plate and move the fish back and roll it around and stuff and bread it basically. So you're gonna use the different ways. And I bread fish. Okay, last, asking questions at the end. Has anyone ever fried fish before? I know a lot of people have. Some people don't. Has anyone ever tried seafood before? Fish is seafood, and I would like to know if anybody ever tried seafood before. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again. Thank you and goodbye.